never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tax. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Go into all the world and preach the gospel.
Hey, YouTube usage. I'm back.
Will deceive, but he who does not believe.
Check this out. This is fire, y'all.
Praise be to the Lord, my rock. Yes, man. Who trains my hands to war. Fully Jesus. And my fingers for battle. Ready, we ready. Prince Saj. Spiritual me no miss with this arm them, want them, make them know God I call them. This a heaven academy and no harden. Nah friend, no devil, no demon cast them. Hope me a sound up heavenly alarm them. Young generation, the Peter, the Paul them. Intricate with the bars them. My hall, them eradicate every snake way in the garden. Right. And I pray and I teach. Holy Spirit, I make it fire unleash. Scriptures I beat, put the devil under siege. A peculiar thing when the gospel I preach. Me say, hear me no, know what you fear me no. This I no got them sitting a Bruce Wayne, you know. You coulda hide in a cave and no care me no. When the judgment it a pass, try save me no. When the wrath of God start on there, me want see y'all a hoe I go run way. You miss a bad man, yeah. Where the gun there? Hey, Miss Dolly, me ask where the fun there. You shoulda did a God church every Sunday. I praise God and the people already rum there. And where you live, I coulda town our country. Listen to the word where Jesus the Son say. Alright then, freedom for the nation, the great one of Jesus Christ. Me and one fan upper every. Now me I make a reservation. receive the revelation. Alright, Jesus have a message on the boss man. Caution a movie I make on this apart. When the scripture tell us the first I be last man. Them like John and never Martian commoner. Flow finder, gospel designer. Harm to the word of the Lord like Josiah. I got that my portion can call me Ilkaya. The name of Christ me a live fire. A Bible me beat no steal, but man, so when me a teach with real and lyrics them clean, you see just real grammar. And Jesus I lead, so yes me we follow. Right, I mean no me lyrics them no normal, and them weapon ya just son no carnal. Mighty true God pull down strong was no partial. Militant now fi dress formal, cause what the armed and dangerous. With the scriptures we make it devil afraid of us. We level up and now them can't endanger us. Me tell her this a Jesus alone, me trust me him alone. Me not God with him only order. Righteousness a be John. In the world not half the world, so we have to prosper. Christ Jesus have me master. Please think that a disaster. Me slow it down and change the flow and then we go harder for them.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Good afternoon, great people. Good afternoon, great people. I am your host, Big Dice the Ruler. I've been outside since we've been drinking Calvin Coolers. Before all of y'all to be acting like y'all young, y'all ain't young because y'all know what this is. That's that Calvin Cooler. I know a few people in here done drunk Calvin Coolers. Yes, y'all have. That's when it was fun. That's when we used to go to the parties and have to worry about dying. Shout out to everybody. I got some great content. I got some more to talk about, too, about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I got some more to talk about him, too. I got some more to talk about him, too. That I'm going to shoot into there right quick. Because the Federal Bureau of Investigation has now launched an investigation into the death. The feds have now launched an investigation into the death of my man right here, Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner. May he rest in peace. I said it from the beginning. You know, some people was like, yo, Dice, you crazy. Everything isn't a conspiracy. You're crazy. No, see, I don't give a fuck about a conspiracy. I'm talking about something that I feel in the pit and the gut of my stomach. In the pit and in the gut of my stomach. And then shout out to the comedian Eddie Griffin. I should have snatched a picture of my guy, Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin has always been known as a political activist, comedian / philanthropist. And he don't care. He gonna say what's ever on his mind. And he told people that he warned Malcolm Jamal Warner. He told him, he said he warned Malcolm Jamal Warner because in this world of society today, Hollywood does not want, quote unquote, any type of perfection pertaining to a black man. They always want to make buffoons out of us. We want to be, either they want us to be a big drug dealer. They always portray us as the best drug dealers in the world. They want us to be gangsters. They want us to be killers, but they never really yearn for them acting roles like back in the days with the great Denzel Washington when he was in St. Elsewhere. They're not trying to do that. You dig what I'm saying? So I got some research. Shout out to East New York. She put me up on something, and I had to do some researching behind it, even though I've been feeling like this anyway. I've been feeling as though this man was murdered. And they're going to tell you how they feel. The feds is involved with this. You understand what I'm saying to you? So we're going to talk about that a little later right quick, but I want to ask y'all something. To the ladies that's in the building right now, I want to ask y'all something. Would y'all date this guy right here? To the ladies in the building, would y'all date this guy right here? Is he attractive? Is he relatively attractive? Would you consider going on a date with him? Got a little bit of money. He got some change. He got some change. This nigga here. Wait till I show y'all about this one. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, if I can start shouting y'all out, y'all typing and I'm getting all excited. Put some dice cubes in the chat. That's a fact. Angie said, that ain't my type. Cynical One said, hold on, but what's his personality like, Dice? Talk to me. Queen Gigi said, nah, that ain't my type of guy. Nope. I'm going to let you wait on that question, Cynical One. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Gigi. Thank you, Cynical One. Them are the first two to let me know that the audio is crystal clear, so I'm shooting back to the top. We got Angie, baby, in the building. We got Ghost Town Bullies right behind her. Appreciate y'all, members and all. I appreciate that. We got Big Tanja in the building. We got the Cynical One over here. Shout out to DS1 Ross the Boss. One of the lovely visionaries and mods over there to shoot anything to say something crazy. Miss Queen Gigi is in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. I appreciate you. East New York is in the building. She's in the building. She's in the building. Ghost Town Bullies. He in the building too. Appreciate you, beloved. All the members, all the subscribers, all the members. I appreciate y'all all. I'm not going to lie. It's no higher or no lower in it. Cali with Love is in the building. Chilling with Love. Cali with Love. Chilling with Love. She got more names than 37 Puerto Ricans. Please don't take that offensively. To my Hispanic people. To my Mirata me yokos. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. She said the mods are straight snipers. She said, would he date me though? If not, then it's a no-no. Cynical One want to know about him. She hold on, ladies. Cynical One said he might have a little, a little something, a little razzle dazzle. Might have a little razzle dazzle. Might have a little razzle dazzle. She said, but if he don't want to deal with her, fuck him. Fuck him. I got some news for y'all too. Javante Davis. He's decided to retire. Most hated bronze flat power guard. I see you in the building. Salute. The young boy has decided to retire. And I think he should retire because there's one curse that comes with being a professional boxer. Continuous concussions. Being hit and struck in the face, in the head, the body, yeah, but continuous shots to the head, to that cranium, to that head. It seems like it gives everybody a speech impediment. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Sugar Ray Leonard, Bernard Hopkins, David Tua. The list goes on and on, alongside with this man right here, because they talk crazy. They talk, the way they talk is just really, really off. If you pay attention, all boxers have this problem. They have this speech impediment. Pay attention to Miss Clarissa Shields. She's talking like, yo, seriously, y'all. She's talking like she dropped out of school in the 2nd grade. Them down, get that. Thank you, but cause my band, and then he came back because the white, because they were nah. Them continuous blows to the head can mess anybody up. But the young boy has said because of certain personal problems that's going on in his life, the situation he got going on with his child's mother, They've been back and forth. He just was arrested again. He's out on bond now, but they've been going through a bad turmoil relationship, especially pertaining to domestic violence. See, one thing about a boxer, people fail to realize, just like a person with martial arts, just like somebody that has mastered any craft, you cannot be putting your hands on people because your hands are legal. These are legal. First of all, your hands are legal weapons. I know people take this as a joke, but no, your hands are legal weapons. Once they register you as a professional boxer, once they register you as a professional mixed martial arts boxer, once they register you as a karate boxer, your ass can go to jail for putting your hands on people. But right now, he said he's going through some things mentally. He ain't gonna take a time to step back. So we gotta respect him for that. Then I'm gonna give you some quick news on my guy right here. He done went crazy too. But y'all don't even know he a thug. He a thug in real life. Mr. Faison Love, this dude is a thug in real life. Ron BX 050, I see you in the building. This nigga really crazy. If y'all don't remember who this is Smokey. The one Smokey was running from, Big Worm. This is Big Worm from Friday to say, yo, Smokey, you ain't got my money, Smokey. You ain't got my money, Smokey. Well, make a long story short, in real life, he's really an animal. He was in a hotel room last month, in a hotel last month, and they decided that they didn't want to accommodate him with the room. Disregarding who he is as an actor, they did not want to accommodate him and his entourage in the room. So you know what he did? This big crazy nigga snatches off the whole prompt machine where you're supposed to put your credit card in. Y'all know that? Like, you know, when you go in there and you put your credit card in, if you're at the supermarket or the bank, they give you the little slot machine, the prompt. He done ripped all that shit off. He done ripped that off the foundation of the desk, of the hotel desk. Check this out. Now, when he took it off, allegedly, he has thrown it in her face. The young lady is terrified. She is terrified. This is cold-blooded facts. She is terrified. And she said she wants some money. She's suing. And she wants some money. She's suing. So I'm going to keep y'all up on that story right there. But let's get into the peas and the pod. Back to this dude right here. If y'all want to know who this dude is, say, y'all want to know who this dude is, Dice? If y'all want to know who this dude is, who he really is, who he really is. Matter of fact, who he used to be. I'm going to say rest in peace because he's no longer here. But I'm not saying rest in peace because I mean it sincerely from my heart. Because I be trying to tell ladies about certain individuals, and I be telling y'all that some people is weird. Let me show y'all who this dude is, man. Shout out to my guy right here. I don't know if y'all know. This is a good dude right here. You know, he go by the name of Cash Flow Harlem. Check this out, y'all. Y'all want to know who that dude is? I'm going to show you.
This story right here, it's a valuable lesson to be learned. Such a beautiful girl, vibrance in the aura, from Connecticut. Instagram model, Ken, braids, beauty, skin deep, 22, working retail to make ends meet. She kept a job to buy herself gifts since dad was in jail and mom was fighting addiction. Now she got a baby. She gotta buy milk for him since her baby daddy missing on the milk card. Won't give a dime, bro. Meanwhile, her friends got tricks sponsoring trips to Cabo. It's at her heated, feeling enraged, She started posting sexier pics on the page. And instantly, it's like she started attracting a whole different type of energy. Sharing flesh, got strange men in the DM with weird requests. She converted their lusty desires into monthly subscribers. And one of these subscribers, Adam, 47, is a software engineer, tech specialist. He ain't into music or sports, he different. He suffered from unhealthy porn addiction. Stalked Takora for 66 weeks with messages like I love to tickle your feet. She ignored every word he said though, till he offered a trip to Turks and Caicos. She was blind to what he'd written before, but when she seen this offer, vision restored. She barely even checked what he looking like. She sent the info, he booked the flight. Caught the flight next day. She texted group chat, nothing beat a J2 holiday. Landed at 1:15 and she arrived to a lovely scenery. He waiting at the hotel, his excitement fills up. Meanwhile, she got a precise agenda. Her goal is get food and some money out of him and explore the ambiance of the lovely island. When they met, it was real awkward. He trying to spark conversation. She standoffish. In the cute bikini, she on the sand, getting pics of the scenery for a gram. On a trip last day, he made a move. She declined. He grew angry and confused. Went from calm to the hope. Got real aggressive. Then he choked her till her pulse stopped. Adrenaline pumping. His God and Eiley started having sex with a lifeless body. After finishing in her, he picked the body up, proposed, slid the ring on her finger, then grabbed his blick off the shelf, kissed her, said till death do us part, then off the self.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside, I'm like high from roof. Bound to put your car on skates, you think you slide through. I help build my niggas, this ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means, I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas, I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from, what y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Let me ask y'all something. We know the scenario is sad. We know the scenario is sad. May that girl rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Is it me? Let's get this straight. I don't want nobody dead. Especially nobody that's trying to unalive me or my family. But is it me? Is it me? Is it me? And I don't want to hear nothing about, yo, no one should be blamed. The finger shouldn't be pointed. That's not right to even say. I don't want to hear that a finger should not be pointed. Okay, he was in a DM. Did she know he was suffering from mental problems? Nope. 47 years old, computer technician, looks a little nerdish. He's in her DM. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I gotta be real with y'all. This goes to my woman. This goes to my homegirls. This goes to my sister. The ones that feel as though they do want to interact on social media. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, etc., etc. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. But I don't respect the fact that women do not block. Check this out. Women do not block men that come at them with these strange requests. You can't say you don't block people. I ain't gonna talk about it. I've blocked people on Instagram. Believe it or not, I've had women from YouTube, women that have known me from before years ago, that saw that I was on Instagram. I have people women I don't even know from nowhere that has got in my DM, and y'all know what Big Dice do? I block them. Just like on YouTube. I block them. They say, oh, Dice mean. He mean. No, Dice is very precautious. I don't trust no bitch just seeing my picture and all of a sudden you want to hang out with me. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. I don't trust nothing. First of all, I'm talking about to the women that never knew or don't know I have a YouTube page. And you come on Instagram, yo, Dice, I want to fuck with you. Let's meet up. I never fuck with you. To me, that's moronic. To me, that's psychotic. That's moronic and psychotic. Just like when niggas get in y'all DMs with psychotic sarcasm. I'm being real with y'all. If y'all got a man, if you don't have a man, let's get that straight. Let's go to if you're single, you doing you at this particular time in your life, you don't have a man, you don't have a woman, you don't have nobody, you just living your life. The minute weirdos come in your DMs, you are supposed to block them, y'all. I know this sounds crazy, but to a weirdo, a no response still means you're thinking about him or her or her. Boy, I can tell y'all some stories, man, but I won't do it. I won't do it. This is on Sharon McLeod. There are some women on YouTube that are insane. But see, the insanity, when you meet a person or you see a person, they don't come to you and say automatically, yo, I'm crazy. I'm psychotic. I'm sexually over. I'm a deviant. I've been doing crazy. They don't tell you that. Ain't no nigga gonna come tell you how wild or stupid or how sexually crazy he is. Ain't no woman gonna come tell, well, I'm crazy. I like to fuck guys. I'm gonna fuck them all the time. I'm gonna fuck you. Ain't nobody doing no shit like that. They're gonna come with who they present to be the best version of them. You don't really get to know a motherfucker today or tomorrow, but you will get to know a motherfucker in a few months. You will get to know a motherfucker next year, and you definitely will get to know a motherfucker that you live with. That's why I said the name of the show is Prostitution, the Constitution, because all I see now, this is so fucked up what I'm getting ready to say. Out of 10 women Matter of fact, I can't call them women. Out of 10 female species, maybe 2 of them or have the moral compass or the integrity to be called women nowadays. When I was coming up, a chick just pull up on you. Hey, daddy, I like you. Let's hang out. Come see me. You getting robbed. You're getting robbed. Especially if you, now I ain't talking about if you was a lame or something. I'm talking about if you was a figure. If you was somebody that might have been somebody or around a group of conglomerates and everybody is somebody. A chick just walk up on you. Yo, daddy, I like you. Take my number. Come see me. You come into the house. Is you crazy? That's how niggas get lined up, man. I got some real homegirls, man. God forgive us all for the things we done when we was younger, man. Man, I done really been in niggas' houses, man, and you looking at her. What you looking at her for? She let us in. That'd be the fucked up shit, God forgive me for some of the things I did. The nigga be looking at her like, yo, don't hurt her. Don't do nothing to her. I love her. Nigga, she let us in, boy. She gave us the key, nigga. She with us. Especially them niggas that just feel as though it can't happen. You know what I mean? Yo, man, God forgive me, man. Like, for real. Like, forgive me, man. Yo, we had homegirls. We used to tell our homegirls, yo, get that nigga. He tricking. I don't like that nigga dice. Fuck that nigga. Man, that nigga got that bread. Get up on him, man. We need that. Allegedly. Hypothetically speaking, man, we need that. I don't give a fuck. We need that. You fucking this nigga for free. Fuck that nigga for that bag. We gonna tap you off. You gonna get something? You know, man, I ain't gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But in this situation, this gentleman right here, and that young lady, unfortunately, that is gone also. Who's wrong? Who's wrong? Well, you know, they already said he had a mental problem. He was addicted to porn. He's addicted to porn. Well, hold up. He takes her to Turkish and Caicos, whatever that is, looking like some shit across the world in the country. He's trying to make conversation with her. She's on the gram with her homegirls and her friends. The whole time that they were out there, the last night, I guess old boy was under the impression, yo, check this out. Since I flew her out here, since she's enjoying herself, and since she agreed to go somewhere with that man, in his mind, 66 weeks he was talking to her on the phone. Texting on the phone. 66 weeks. In his mind, he like, yo, you know what? She just always liked me. She was playing hard to get because she went with me to turquoise. And then she decides that she does not want to be intimate with him. He unalives her and still has sex with this woman. You know, it's people in there really into that shit. You know, it's dudes that's really into that shit. Having sex with corpses. And then he committed suicide. There's a few exceptions, but all I see on Instagram is prostitution. There's a few exceptions. All I see on Instagram is prostitution. All I see on Instagram is slight nudity. All I see on Instagram is follow me on my page. All I see is on Instagram is come check out my free videos. All I see on Instagram is exploitation of sex. It's some weird people in this world. I'm paranoid. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm paranoid. I ain't gonna front. Yo, guys, see you. I'd rather go to a shootout than be in love. So I know I'm fucked up. See, I know my fate if I do happen to engage in a bang out. I know my fate. I know my fate. See, if you're in the streets banging out, I know my fate. Either I can get hit, or I can hit somebody, or I can go to jail. That's the only three motherfucking options. See, but I'm in charge of that destiny. I know this might not make sense to people, but I'm in charge of that destiny, but I'm not in charge with my feelings. See, some people I've noticed, it's a rare talent. Some people can cap feelings. Some people can create illusions. Just like that young lady. She created an illusion. When he said, let's go on that trip, she'd been ignoring him for 66 weeks. But when he said, let's go on that trip, she said, I'm going. Not caring if he was a rapist, child molester, had HIV, AIDS, serial killer. All she know is she wanted to go on a trip and post pictures for the gram and her friends. Think about that. Think about that. Even though old boy is mentally fucked up, pay attention. In his mind, she liked him. In his mind, oh shit, she liked me. But then on that last night, when she said, no, this is just my assumption, I wasn't there, that nigga snapped. The nigga snapped. Another chapter of rejection in his life. He felt used. Am I making examples? I mean, excuses? Hell no, I ain't making no excuses. I'm just making a line of events that could lead up to a tragedy such as this. You taking showers in front of niggas. You running around in your two-piece bikinis. You know you looking good. You smelling good. Everybody trying to get at you. But in his mind, he like, yo, that's mine. That's mine. But her objective was to hit the lick. She said all she wanted to do was go to an island, take pictures, and eat food. And I see that today. Chicks in Brooklyn talking about they want to go to Dubai. They ain't never been to New Jersey. But they want to go to Dubai. Oh, that nigga got a Benz. Oh, he got a Bentley. Wherever he want to go, I'm going. Yo, don't y'all know some of them niggas with them Benzes and them Bentleys and them nice cars are serial killers? Do y'all know a lot of them women in neighborhoods that have went missing, that nobody never know where they at? It's one of them crazy niggas in the neighborhood that killed them. Right in their neighborhood, somebody they probably spoke to. Somebody they probably just spoke to periodically for years and didn't know what that nigga possessed in his mind. People are crazy. Everybody in here that got Instagram, tell me what y'all see on Instagram. Tell me. I remember when we was coming up, we took pictures like this. Women took pictures like this. They always tried to show off their beauty and their outfit. Now, all you see on Instagram is women with their phone up, standing backwards in front of a mirror. In front of a mirror. Or you might see them gyrating their ass. You might see them bent over twerking. You might see their legs spread wide open, saying something like, what would you do if you was here? Number one, this is enticing fucked up, crazy individuals, men and women. People, do you know when these people are setting up these pictures or these poses or these storylines of seduction, do you know what type of demons they are asking for? They start asking for lustful demons. Lustful demons. I never understood how dangerous lust is. Lust, L-U-S-T. That shit is dangerous. To lust for something, to have a lust for somebody, to have a lust for a touch from someone else, to have a lust just to hear someone else's voice. That's very dangerous. See what East New York said? Keep it classy. When we was coming up, women was wearing baggy jeans, oversized champion hoods, big leather jackets. It was a few times you might see a young lady that showed her silhouette because they were either going to a special event, they was going out with their man, they was taking pictures, they was with their family, they was with their kids. But the most beautiful women in my motherfucking neighborhood, you can see them in a pair of motherfucking sweats, pair of sneakers, a t-shirt, maybe a New York fitted, a Mets fitted. A lot of the most beautiful women in my neighborhood, if you weren't their boyfriend, you could not describe their body. If you were not their boyfriend, you couldn't describe my homegirls' bodies like that. That's a fact. That's a fact, East New York. You heard you said from Herman's, yes. Champion sweat. This is fact. The most beautiful women, they knew they didn't have to over-advocate their body. Because when we was coming up, and see, this is where it fucked up too. Forgive me, ladies. When we was coming up, the most beautiful women was the bad bitches. They was always smart in school. Public school, junior high school, they even started working at A&S, Banana Republic, Lord & Taylor's, like my mom, Saks, Macy's. You know what I'm saying? They was always intelligent. The beautiful women were intelligent. They were so intelligent. That's what attracted the gangsters, especially some of the gangsters that weren't really that involved with vocabulary and comprehension and all that. They women were the one that taught them certain comprehensions, certain schooling that they absorbed and mastered. They gave that to their men. No disrespect intended. A lot of these pretty women today is stupid. This shit is, yo, they stupid. They stupid. They have no class. They're vulgar. They're ignorant. They have this attitude that cannot be topped with anything. I heard a saying before that women don't even get fly for niggas. They said women now are getting fly to outshine women. Everything is a cat suit. Everything is bicycle shorts. Everything is cleavage. How you think a man is going to sit up and have a conversation with you eye to eye and genuinely try to find out your inner thoughts and who you are as a person if your chests are sitting up like this by your mouth. If your chest is sitting up here by your mouth with a push-up bra and a dress or a shirt that's over exaggerating your cleavage, you knew that when you put it on. But niggas ain't shit. Hold up. You mean to tell me you put it on? And I know a lot of women that look in that mirror and be like, I wonder how my butt looks in these jeans. Why are you wondering how your butt look in them jeans? Oh, you asking how your butt look in them jeans because you want to make sure that it's an eye catcher, an attraction tool for the lure of a man or woman. Everybody says there's no such things as gold diggers. Bullshit. I forgot the dark-skinned brother on YouTube. He has a gold digger page. I don't know where he get his money from. He got a Benz truck. He got a Lamborghini truck. He got a Ferrari. He got a Corvette. I don't know if these are stunt vehicles, but this is what he does. He walks up to women. Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon. Great conversation. You're looking beautiful today. You look amazing. Beautiful smile. Can I talk to you for a minute? No. I'm in a rush. I got a man. They even had a couple of them that looked my man up and down like this and said, you're just not my type. Then my man go, you're right. The nigga real smooth with it. He said, you right. He says, and you have a good day. And then he'll walk off to which one of his vehicles when he's doing the segment with. That's a fact. East New York know what I'm talking about. First question is, where we going shopping when they see the car? All the women, once they find out what he's driving, you see them go and just make their way straight to him. Then he'd be like, yo, what up? They'd be like, yo, I just wanted to talk to you. He said, but I was just trying to talk to you. I even heard some of them say, but you got a nice car. I even heard some of them say, man, my man don't care about that nonsense. He got friends too. You just told a man you got a man. He'd be like, yo, didn't you say you had a man? My man don't care. He got friends too. I can talk to people. It seemed like a lot of the younger sisters aren't getting the guidance and the blueprint from the true OGs of women. Pay attention. The true OGs of women, like they did when we was coming up. East New York said even had one woman call their boyfriend and break up with them and then threw them out the car. Now check this out. They in the car with him. They don't know if he's a rapist, excuse me. They don't know if he's a murderer. They don't know if he's on a run. They don't know if he killed somebody, and they in the trunk of whatever car he's driving. All they looking at is, this is nice. He even had an old school, he had a cougar up in the car with him. Ma looked like she's about 51, 52, 53, something like that. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. And she kept telling him, do you know how old I am? He was like, age ain't nothing but a number. She was like, they all say that. He said, but I'm sick. That's his name, Nair. He had one in there looking like she could have been his mom's. First thing she did when she sat down, she wasn't really like no gold digger or nothing like that, because they had a great conversation before she got in the car because it was hot. And he asked her, because some of the women, the conversation or the mood seems like it's going right. So he'd be like, yo, let's sit in the car. It's kind of cold, hot out here. I done seen a couple where chicks was like, yo, I'm not getting out the car. I'm your man, you my man now. Where we going? I told you I wanted something to eat. Where we going? I'm talking about the man is going, yo, get out of my car. Get out of my car. And I'm talking about they like this. Don't put your hands on me. You better not touch me. The dude reached over to get the door, and she was like, oh, you hitting me? You hitting me? That nigga looking at her like this. He went to reach over and open the door. She said, you hitting me? Hey, what the fuck is going on, y'all? To my OG sisters, y'all got to grip them young girls up around y'all. Y'all got to tell them what's going on in the game today, because the description of a woman is getting real skeptical on the appearance. Yo, Drip, salute. Yo, Drip, is prostitution a new constitution? Do it seem like chicks is saying, yo, as long as you got that bread, I will get in your bed? Is that what's going on? We're going to get into this Malcolm Jamal one after I get into this hard luck video right quick. Somebody got to talk about it. Somebody got to talk about this shit. Party. Oh, shit. You know I got the... Oh, I'm sorry. I started cursing. Y'all know I started cursing. That's messed up. My fault. I hit the daggone wrong, but I got Down syndrome sometimes too. Players mess up. I say players mess up. You understand what I'm saying to you? I made a mistake. I pressed the wrong button. Shout out to them boys out there from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Them Patterson boys. My nigga Hard Luck. He got that second album coming out too, called On My Soul Part 2. On My Soul Part 2. On My Soul Part 1 is playing right now, but On My Soul Part 2 is coming out. And this one right here, this is called Never, man, by my guy. You heard me? Grown folks music. Party.
You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped a dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me, fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me, shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me, eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me, mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. That before designer, you ain't joined a mob with me, wasn't in the hood with me. Nah. You ain't played the back block and bust a jug with me. You ain't clean the ratchet off and load the clip with me. You ain't ride uptown and cop no drip with me. When niggas came bustin', you ain't bust back with me. Like my first 50,000, you ain't touched that with me. Them 12 skinnies, you ain't sling those with me. Them late night murders, you ain't seen those with me. While you was up early getting ready for your class, we was lighting candles up and burning all the bags. You was on your way to school, we was on the ad. Beating up a junkie cause he stole a nigga's stash. Product of my gutter, bitch, I'm really from the trenches. Them 12 skinnies when I stuff them look like dentures. Ain't worried about no static, we not ducking any tension. Somebody ever try me, then somebody get injured. Hurry. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the rock.
New Jersey. Shout out to the Lord. Oh, I can't get it because of the English lettering. Oh, the Lord UDG. TRR, TUR, TUX. Salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. First time I seen it because of the English lettering. I know that. Now rocking with Team Guardian. Grown folks content over here. No sucker shit in the chat. We don't do no disrespecting. But you can get a 10-second timeout for saying something crazy or doing something crazy or just making me laugh. But then again, nobody's exempt from the 10 seconds because they be hitting me all the time with the 10 seconds. Welcome. Welcome. I told y'all I didn't believe nothing about that Malcolm Jamal Warner case. I don't. First, he told his daughter and them he was swimming. Then they saying his wife wasn't there. His mother don't believe it neither. His mother says she says her mother. Now, you know how a mother feel? Like, ladies, you know how y'all feel about something in your gut, something that came from you? Like Miss Wallace said, rest in peace about Big. Y'all know how when a mother say it, the mother said, she does not feel as though her son drowned. Let's hear what the FBI got to say. Fair YouTube usage, y'all.
Told us the silence wasn't random. He warned us the waves weren't just water. And now, Malcolm Jamal Warner is gone. But what he left behind, chilling clues, missing time, and whispers too dark to ignore. Was this really an accident, or was he silenced before he could speak? It was supposed to be a peaceful vacation, a short getaway in Costa Rica for rest, reflection, and quality time with his daughter. But on that fateful day, everything changed, and the man once known as America's favorite TV son, Malcolm Jamal Warner, would never return home. News of his death broke the internet. Headlines called it a tragic drowning. Authorities claimed it was accidental. And for a moment, the world stood still. But almost as quickly as the grief poured in, so did the questions. According to the official report, Malcolm had gone swimming in the early morning hours while staying at a private resort with his daughter. Local law enforcement stated he suffered an unexpected drowning incident.
Pay attention. They said staying at a resort with his daughter. What happened to his wife? Let's go.
And paramedics were unable to revive him at the scene. His daughter, who had allegedly been nearby, was said to be inconsolable. Her screams reportedly heard by staff before help could arrive. A closed casket was arranged swiftly, and very few details were released beyond a short press statement. At first, fans were simply heartbroken. Malcolm Jamal Warner wasn't just another celebrity. He was a cultural icon. As Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, he represented a generation's hope for Black excellence, witty, smart, emotionally complex. He had grown up on our screens, and for many, losing him felt deeply personal. But something about the story just didn't feel right. People who knew Malcolm described him as a strong swimmer, in good health, and careful about his surroundings. There was no prior medical condition, no warning signs, no reports of turbulence or bad weather that morning. He wasn't alone in some dangerous spot. He was reportedly in a resort area with lifeguards and other tourists nearby. And that's when the internet detectives stepped in. Reddit threads lit up within hours. TikTok creators began dissecting the timeline.
Did you hear what she said? That's when the internet detectives. I guess I'm one too then. The internet detectives, we taking over. Smash that like button, man. Share this live. They ain't gonna do this to my man. Let's go.
And careful about his surroundings. There was no prior medical condition, no warning signs, no reports of turbulence or bad weather that morning. He wasn't alone in some dangerous spot. He was reportedly in a resort area with lifeguards and other tourists nearby. And that's when the internet detectives stepped in. Reddit threads lit up within hours. TikTok creators began dissecting the timeline, and fans who had followed Malcolm for decades started pointing out the strange gaps. Why were there no photos or videos of him that day, even though the area was known to be popular with tourists? Why was there no immediate statement from the resort? And why was the local police report so vague, almost like it was deliberately trying to avoid specifics? One of the biggest red flags, according to online discussions, was the timeline itself. Initial reports claimed that Malcolm went missing in the water around 7:15 a.m. and that emergency responders were on the scene by 7:45. But multiple sources close to the family hinted that help was actually delayed. With one
First, they said he went swimming early between 4 and 5 a.m. Let's go.
insider saying paramedics didn't arrive until after 8 a.m. If that's true, what happened during those critical minutes? And why didn't resort staff or security act faster? Even more suspicious was the absence of any bystander footage. In today's world, where everything is captured, shared, and streamed in real time, not a single image from the scene has surfaced. No video of the ambulance, no shaky tourist.
That's a hell of a statement right there, y'all, that I never thought about, because I didn't think about it like that, because, you know, they threw the sucker shit out there and said, well, you know, 3 ambulances were there. 3 ambulances were there. See, we ain't there. I just thought about that shit. So you mean to tell me nobody pulled a cell phone out, right? Nobody pulled a cell phone out when Malcolm Jamal Warner was allegedly pulled out of the water. Nobody was recording when they were supposedly giving him CPR. No, check this out. If I was there, I'd have had my phone out. Everybody in here, if y'all was out, you would have had your phone out recording that shit. You'd have sent it to your cousins, your baby mothers, your brothers, your husbands, your wives, your girlfriend. Niggas, you don't even fuck with your son. Check this out. Look what the fuck is going on. I'm in the motherfucking beach. Yo, that's nigga Theo right there. Yo, that's Theo right there, son. They trying to bring a nigga back to life, man. They talking about this nigga was out there drowning. Nobody? Drip said 4 or 5 in the morning. It had to be problem somewhere that he wanted to get away. First, they said it was 4 to 5 in the morning. Then they said it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Because pay attention, he told his daughter now that he was going to leave at 7 o'clock a.m. This is more this right here is bugging me out. This they saying what his daughter's saying. If you tell me, if you leave a room that I'm in, if we're on a group, family members, friends, son, daughter, girlfriend, uncle, grandfather, if you leave at 7 o'clock, if you leave at 7 o'clock a.m. and tell me, yo, check this out, I'm going to take a sim, I'll be back in a minute. They said the daughter was hysterical and panicked by 7:15, allegedly, when her father didn't come back. That could have made some sense too. Because he could have told her he was just going out to take a quick sim to get some salt water. You know, because like when I go to the beach, my doctor told me because of my knee, the salt water is very, very good for your knee. That salt water is very, very good for any ailments pertaining to arthritis, water in your knee, inflammation. That salt water is really good for it. Nobody had nothing to record.
Phone footage. No statement from other guests who might have seen Malcolm that morning. Just silence. A chilling, eerie silence. And then came the biggest twist. Just 2 days before his death, Malcolm had posted a cryptic message on his private music blog, a line that now sends chills down spines. Sometimes the waves aren't just water. They're the weight of everything you carry alone. Fans now believe this wasn't just poetic musing. It might have been a warning. In the hours following his death, hashtags like #, Justice for Malcolm, and #, What Really Happened began trending. Twitter users dissected everything, from his last public appearance to the official autopsy, which notably has not been publicly released in full. Some even suggested that Malcolm's drowning may have been staged, or worse, a cover-up for something deeper, something darker. What's clear is this: Malcolm Jamal Warner's death left behind more questions than answers. And while the mainstream media was quick to accept the accidental drowning narrative, thousands of fans are refusing to let this story fade into silence. They want the truth. They want accountability. And above all, they want to know what really happened in those final tragic moments. Because maybe, just maybe, it wasn't an accident at all. It didn't take long before the internet turned into a crime board, Digital threads, screenshots, podcasts, and YouTube videos all trying to piece together the puzzle of Malcolm Jamal Warner's final hours. What started as quiet confusion turned into a wildfire of suspicion. By day 3 after his death, the official narrative had already cracked wide open, and people were ready to ask the uncomfortable question: was Malcolm targeted? Some believed the answer lay in his personal life. Others said it was professional. But one thing was clear: the deeper people dug, the darker the theories became. The first theory that gained real traction was the financial motive theory.
Pay attention.
Malcolm, while no longer in the spotlight like he was during the height of The Cosby Show, was far from struggling. He had invested well, secured ownership rights to several creative projects, and was known to be sitting on unpublished memoir content. Some online sleuths speculated that Malcolm may have been pressured by individuals, possibly within the entertainment industry or close circles, who wanted control over his intellectual property or legacy earnings. Did he refuse a deal? Was someone afraid of what he might publish in the near future? Fueling this were whispers of a confidential legal dispute that Malcolm had reportedly been involved in, one that may have escalated behind closed doors. While no public court documents have confirmed this, alleged anonymous insiders began dropping hints in comment sections and forums.
Check this out. They say my man had a book he was coming out with. My man had a book. He had certain memoirs that he was waiting to publish. And he wasn't broke. You notice how some actors and actresses were struggling financially? Lisa Bonet. She working Starbucks damn near. Raven Simone. She done went crazy and turned into a boy. Little Rudy. She just starred in a movie that was actually fire called The Wife Stalker. Just came out. Fire called The Wife Stalker. But they're doing Chitlin Circuit productions now. Who would ever think that little Rudy from The Cosby Show wouldn't have turned out to be a World War star? But see, something that I think about too, and I'm going to say it because I feel it. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, because that's what I be trying to tell people on YouTube. I hate the fact that we are all categorized, people that have podcasts are all categorized as the same. I'm nothing like certain people. There's a couple of people up here that I promise you, A alike, B alike. Facts. But people wouldn't even be understanding to what I'm saying unless they understood who I really was. DS1 Ross, Jai Ace, you know what I'm saying? Hank McCoy, you know what I'm saying? Dog Soldier, China Brim, Harlem. Like, these is different people. Wax, Vibes, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the buffoonery that's on YouTube, I'm never gonna be a part of it. I'm not gonna be a part of anything ignorance, man. Shout out to Miss Miyagi, man. Shout out to Miss Miyagi, because I'm so glad that she came into my man's life, because China really a good dude. Like, in real life, fuck that YouTube shit. He really a good dude and he love his family. And I'm glad that God sent him somebody to help him really understand the real important things in life. You know what I'm saying? From a different perspective, from a real concerning and loving perspective. Miss Miyagi, one of the best things that ever happened to my nigga China. And because of that, you notice China has just totally changed his whole format when it comes to YouTube. You know why? Because his whole format is totally changed in his real life. It's simple and plain. It's certain things that change and are still changing for him for the better. For the better. And when I talk, he be like, yo, boy, I'm not fucking with niggas. That's why I be laughing. Trying to be like, I don't fuck with niggas, boy. Like he said, if I'm not calling you and checking on you, I don't fuck with you. So I guess I'm not in that list because he call and check on me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm proud of him because I know what he come from. I know his whole family. I know the whole struggle. You dig what I'm saying? But it's like a high volume that makes me question people's mental capacity. Like, are they really, like, it's a bunch of people. Like I said, I wonder if people are all right just by the chats I be in. When I just be paying attention to shit, I just be like this. I was in a chat. It was about 65 people in the chat, right? 3 of the people in the chat, I said they have some sense. Everybody else was clowns, trolls, perverts, bored people, no lifestyle, just wanted argumentative, wow, weirdo ass motherfuckers. But about 3 of the people that I saw in that chat, from what I can see how they've carried themselves on YouTube, about 3 people was in a person's chat that had some sense. Everybody else was morons. Everything else was morons. About 3 people in the chat were actually of some sense. Everybody else was just like some Josie and the Pussycat shit. Some, hey, we the monkeys. And people say we monkey around. I don't want to be noticed. And I'm not identified as that type of person in the real world. And I don't put up no characteristics or no different personas on YouTube. The way you see me now is how I am in real life. But this serious situation with Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was too important. And like I said, if this book he was putting out, if he was going to expose some of the things that was going on in Hollywood, because one thing that I know he said that made people look at him real crazy when he said that, unfortunately, the hierarchy of the producers in the movie, people with all the productions and stuff, they pick black people, but they don't give them the roles of importance or excellence. They give them the roles of importance to the person that's making the movie because of what's going to be grossed. But he said a lot of the white promoters and producers are gatekeepers. They don't want a person of my color or skin to be acknowledged as somebody that's credible, a good human being with some intelligence. So he said he invested his money. His money was great.
One user claimed to be connected to a Hollywood production assistant wrote, he knew something big. That's why he stayed quiet, but he was about to speak. Which brings us to the second major theory. Malcolm was silenced for speaking out. In the months leading up to his death, Warner had become increasingly vocal about the mental and emotional toll of Hollywood. In interviews, he didn't hold back. He talked about how fame had distorted relationships, how studios preyed on child actors, and how many of his peers had been destroyed by the system. There were no names named, but the tone was unmistakable. Malcolm had seen too much.
Now, y'all know what he's talking about when he said affected the lifestyles of his co-workers and peers. He's talking about Raven Simone. He said that children are over-sexualized. They're given great deal of responsibilities to the fact that, you know what, they don't have nothing else to resort to except drugs. You remember what Raven Simone said? She said they just wanted her to be the cute little girl for the rest of her life, but they forgot that she had to grow up. They forgot that she had to grow up. And me personally, I don't think Malcolm Jamal Warner, like Drip said, if he was a strong swimmer, he knew where he was at, and pay attention. Anything can happen. A cramp, a heart attack, a stroke, anything that can make somebody not be able to swim. But none of that goes in the autopsy. First, they said the autopsy was finished. Then they said they still doing the autopsy. Like, really, what's going on? And my last message before I get out of here. To all the sisters that got some sense, grab them little shorties up that you know. They might work around you. Shit, they might be in your family. And let them know about these weirdos out here, and let them know about the importance of themselves, because let them know what they project in the street is what they're going to be looked at as. Remember back in the days, they'd be like, oh, that girl a hoe. Oh, that girl boring. She ain't fucking. Don't nobody don't want to fuck with her. Them the ones we were supposed to be wanting to fuck with. Anybody want to fuck with her? She ain't fucking nobody. She ain't letting nobody fuck because she has self-respect. She has self-respect. Ladies, I'm saying it right now, everywhere we go, like you said, back page, OnlyFans, hooking up, doing this and doing that. It's a bunch of weird. I ain't giving it the whole blame to the women. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I give the majority of the blame to women. I'm going to give y'all 75% of the blame because men are going to follow you. A man's mother, his daughter, and his woman, and his grandmother, because sometimes they had a grand. Them women will change a man's life. Let me tell you something. If you tell your man, yo, you going with me to church or we breaking up, the nigga going to church with you. Man, this bitch got me going to church with her. She talking about if I don't go to church, man, we ain't going to be fucking around no more. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about I got to go give God some time. I bet you're going to be complaining to one of your mans or something like that. You're going to be sitting right up there in church like this. Niggas don't like going shopping. A man can't stand going shopping. But if y'all go, baby, I need you to take me shopping right quick. Be like, ah. But we're going to take y'all shopping right quick. Rest in peace to the young lady that lost her life. Rest in peace to the dude that lost his life. But I want y'all to go check that out and tell me who's right and who's wrong, y'all. Society has changed everything. If you got a bag, I guess you can do anything you want these days. I'd rather be broke. Peace. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?